afternoon, guys. Finally got my gear oil from Redline. I ordered it off Amazon actually yesterday, and it showed up in one day, so I'm pretty happy about that. That's going to be going in the diff and in the transmission. I believe the transmission either uses 2.2 or 2.4 quarts of oil. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go double check on that. And the rear diff, I'm not sure yet either. But I'll show you when I do that, and I'll figure it out before then. But I do have that. Went to Harbor Freight today, and I noticed there yesterday I do not have enough extensions, so I went and got locking extensions. Picked this up too. Gear oil fluid pump. So I think this will make it a little bit easier getting the oil in. And then for my buddy who's been bugging me, I shouldn't say bugging me, but asking about getting the transmission and stuff shipped, I do have a pallet. I'm going to use ratchet straps to get everything down. I'm probably going to have to buy another set, bud. So just to let you know, I am keeping you updated. I am getting everything done. Some things are going to have to be shipped via USPS. I have some small items here that I don't trust just laying on the pallet. But yeah, this should all ship pretty easily. It's going to be tight on this pallet itself, but I figured the tighter it is on there, the closer everything is, the better the chance of something not rolling off or falling off is how I was looking at it. So should get that done here today also. And yeah. So one thing also, guys, with this pump, it's obviously not going to fit down the narrow passageway of this bottle itself here. So what you're going to have to do, if you're going to use a pump like that, you're going to have to cut it with like a razor blade or something, cut it down so something thick like this, like a pump, can actually fit down the neck of it here. I'm not sure how far I'm going to have to cut down, and before you cut, make sure you see where the fluid level's at. You don't want to start cutting here and then fluid start dripping out because you cut it too short. So I'm going to double check it here real quick. If I have to, I'll spill a little bit into each one of these bottles and then start from there, and then whatever excess is in these, I'll spill the excess in back into this one then. It's not the easiest way of doing it, but it'll work and should suffice. So after double checking, I didn't have to spill and dump anything out. It fills to about right here at this point, so all I had to do was cut the neck off, which I did right now. And you can just leave the cap on too. Obviously, you don't even need to take the cap off or do anything because you're just cutting the neck off. And it slides right down in, so now I can use this, stick this end into the transmission itself, and pump the fluid in. This way you use every ounce, and you don't have to sit up there trying to fit this bottle up in there or trying to siphon the oil down from the top of the motor with a long neck. It's just, using these little pumps are pretty nice. The only problem is once you're done using them, it is quite a mess you have left over, and if it's me, I'm probably just going to throw the pump away just because I have nowhere to store it, and this shit stinks to high heaven. Anyone who's dealt with gear oil before has known that this stuff just reeks, and you don't want to get it on you. I need to go get gloves here next because I know I'll get pissed if I get any of this stuff on me. So just got the fill plug out. It takes a size 10 metric key head. I had to order these, or no, I think I got these from AutoZone or something. So just so you guys know, it doesn't take a standard bolt to get this out. It uses a hex key style head, size 10 in metric. So yeah, popped right out, good to go. Now I'm going to fill the trans, and it takes around 2.2 to 2.4 quarts. What I'm going to do is put 2 in it, and then when it gets close to start using the third one here, I'm going to do the finger trick where you actually stick your pinky in and test the level. If you start to see fluid on your finger, it's full. Pretty simple, I know. So yeah, let's do that next here. Hope you guys can see everything right now. I've got the light shined up. Right there is where the fill plug is. Down here, this is the drain plug. I'm going to go ahead and fill the fluid up. Like I said, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to fill in about 2.2 to 2.4 quarts. So go ahead and let's get this done. Just to make sure. You guys see it? I'm hoping I can get a good view of this here. Emily was nice enough to stop by late tonight on a Sunday for me and drop all this off, and it looks awesome. I'm so freaking happy. It looks so much better, and now we have an awesome option for all of us guys with all of our peeling dashes, and it helps protect it. We all know how much these things cost now, and now I don't have to worry about it. Thanks, Emily. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And
so I'm going to give you pricing here, guys. Just for the introductory here, we're going to do $250. This is going to be through HFX in Hagerstown, Maryland. Ship her up the pieces. She'll ship them back to you for $250. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is not an easy task. This is not something you want to be doing at home. If you want it to look perfect, send it off to her, and she'll take care of you in a heartbeat. All right, so I started putting the Redline the gear oil in. I got my 2 empty ones here. It actually takes 3.2 quarts. So I was definitely off, guys. I apologize. I went and looked it up by the Toyota book. If it's dry, it might even take more than that. So I put in about 3.5. and I still don't see it coming out the transmission yet, so I might actually have to use 4 full quarts of gear oil here, which did not plan on that because the rear end itself takes something like 1.4 quarts of oil. So I might actually have to get another bottle just to finish this little project. And as you can see, I kind of made a little mess, but no big deal. Cleaned it up here, but yeah, the stuff literally looks like Pepto-Bismol, by the way. It smells like shit though still. It doesn't smell like Pepto-Bismol. Easy to get everything done for it also. There's just one, like I showed you guys, one 10 millimeter hex key bolt head. I have heard of some people saying they're rusted or they're hard to get, or they've even stripped them. For something like that, there's a couple options. You could, one, weld a bolt head to it and then crank it off using a regular socket. Number two, this might be a little iffy, is you can use an air hammer and use the edge of the bolt if it's still there and just kind of crank it off that way. You're kind of limited in your options. An easy out's really not going to work for something where you need that much torque and that much power. The other shitty part is, especially in my MK4 here, I couldn't even really get a ratchet head and the hex key up there. I had a breaker bar. Thankfully, I had a head that was short enough. Once I broke it loose, I was actually using vice grips to actually kind of crank it off. Wasn't exactly the best way of going about it, or the best way I could go about it, but it's what the tools I had at the time, and it's what I had to use. I got to fill up the rear diff yet. I got to get to that. Emily just stopped by and she dropped off my panels, and I kind of want to show you guys why I'm here. So let's go take a look at those real quick, and we'll finish the rest later. I'm going to try here again for you guys to see if you can see the dash at all a little bit better. It's hard to really capture it unless I'm out in the daylight, but my God, it looks so much better with this wrap on it. It looks like it almost looks like it would have been a factory option. It's nothing too crazy, but it's enough that it just looks fucking fantastic. And it's like a black, like I said, metallic. It's made by 3M. Emily, who was over yesterday, said it's going to be around $250. If you ship her the panels, she'll ship them back to you then. For $250, I think the material alone was like $80. And the time that's involved with this to make it look right, to be honest, I would never want to do it. I'm too anal retentive, and there's too many hours involved. In my opinion, I think she's shortcutting herself, but that's what she said she wants to charge, so whatever she wants to charge. But I'll actually put their Facebook link below. The next best thing with them is this. To be honest, I'm not really trying to promote them per se, but I'm just really happy with the work and really happy with the contact. What I mean by this is every time I wanted an update, I never had to ask for one. She kept me updated. She was telling me, hey, I'm at this point right now, oh, I ran into this issue. I never had to go hunt for an answer or hunt her down to get something done. She took it upon herself. She got everything done on time. It's just, it's so hard to find a shop that does that nowadays. To see a shop do that and for someone to truly care and have a passion about what they do, just, it makes me happy, and it makes me know that I can trust them from here on out. So if you guys are really looking for a quality shop that's going to do quality wraps, definitely look into them. Hyperforce X, ask for Emily. She's fantastic. Alright guys, next up here I am working on the diff. There's the drain plug, in which I already drained the fluid out of it. I'm now going to fill up the fill plug. It takes about 1.2 to 1.3 quarts of fluid, so I'm pretty much going to take whatever I have left here to fill it up, and then I shall be done. And that's it. It should be pretty easy, and this shouldn't take me that long. Well, let's hope it doesn't. We'll see. All done now, guys. I put my old bottles in here, all the Redline fluid, cut the tops off, got it all in. I'll probably actually throw this pump away also. So diff and the trans is full now. It took all 5 quarts that I had. So I got lucky. It actually took everything, every little bit I had. The transmission actually didn't have fluid come out of it though, which had me a little concerned, but I put 3.5 quarts in it. Any more than that, I feel like I'm going to be overdoing it, and I don't want to push the limits because it's not a sealed transmission. Now, the rear end back here should be good to go now, simply for the fact that I did have fluid come out of that. Once it came out, I just put the plug back in it, and I'm good now. So I'm just waiting on a few more things, and I actually can cross off. Sorry for my sloppy handwriting. As you can see, fluid-filled diff, don't forget. So I can go ahead and scratch that off now. Done. I need to do a clutch line. I want to check the AC to make sure it's working again. I got to redo the fuel pump wiring. I need the 1 bolt for the diff cover. Drive shaft, which I'm still waiting on. I need to get the wiring pin out from Jose just in case there is any issues with the car. I want the tuner to have that so he can diagnose anything. And I need a new wire crimper and stripper. That doesn't have to, I guess, per se, deal with the car, but I have a few wires I'd like to crimp and /strip, so it would be nice to have that. So I had a couple people actually hit me up saying that they were having issues getting my notifications for my videos. I'm like, well, that seems strange. And I saw all the videos here lately with the Pootie Pies, that dude in blue, etc., etc. And I'm like, those guys are big, that's why they're not noticing it. And then my last couple of videos, people are like, hey, I'm not getting your updates anymore. Hey, I'm not getting your updates anymore. I'm like, well, that's strange. Then my buddy Ron sends me a message saying, hey, dude, he's like, look, I'm subbed to you. Look, he took a live video for me. He said, check this out. Shows the video, goes, look at my subs. I have nothing. He said, I know you just posted a video 30 minutes ago. Goes to my page, checks the sub list, and he sees that it shows me subbed or shows him subbed to my channel, yet it doesn't show up in his sub feed. What the fuck, YouTube? Like, I make these videos for you guys, and you're not getting the content. It doesn't make any sense to me. They're forcing you guys to do the stupid bell thing, which, I'll be honest, I don't even like doing that because it's more of a nuisance and annoying more than anything else. So why would I ask you or want you to do that if it's not necessary? I'm trying to make these videos as fast as I can and do them as often as I can. But sometimes it is very, very hard for me. And it's very frustrating when I hear that YouTube's kind of like, fuck you, Ryan. I'm not going to share your videos to the people that want to see them. It's different if they're promoting them. I get that. That's a totally different thing. But if someone subs the channel and they truly want to see the content, that's irritating to me because I'm making it for you and it does me no good to make it if you're not going to see it. So I just don't get the whole point of why YouTube's doing this right now. I guess I need to maybe look into it a little bit more, but this is just kind of my rant. I heard everyone else, but I'm the dumb backwoods redneck, as I would put it, and like 9 times out of 10 I really wouldn't care about this shit, but I don't really care about the money so much is the fact that I had people saying, hey, I still haven't seen your clutch update, and I'm like, I already did the videos for that, you should have seen them. And I messaged people, I'm like, we never got them. And then they go to my channel and go, oh, we have to literally look you up now to see your videos? And no, you shouldn't have to do that. That's not how YouTube's supposed to work. So it's frustrating when I'm making the content to help people out and they can't get the help because YouTube's driving my channel. So that's just my little bit of rant today, and I'm hoping that they fix that here shortly. Not much more else I got to do here today, guys, but I do have to put the clutch fork back in. I haven't put it in yet because I don't have the proper clutch line, like I said earlier. I might actually go ahead and remove the one that's on it. Kind of sucks that I can't reuse the one I have, as it's a good quality line, but it's just a little too short, and it's a little frustrating. So I guess I should get under here and measure how much longer I do actually need, because I made a custom hard line, I don't know, 2 years ago now, out of stainless steel, so it's the length of it was well custom. So I can't just use any old line. I have to go find another one that's somewhat similar, but about 5 to 6 inches longer. My fault. I know, I get it. But it is what it is, I guess. I think that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you very much as usual. If you do me a favor, follow me on Facebook at Pure Function Engineering, or go hit me up on Instagram at purefunction_. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Peace.